In the narrow congested back alleys of Koramangala, a posh Bengaluru neighborhood, three boys are engrossed in their laptops, oblivious of their surroundings. One may wonder why these engineering graduates from one of the country's premier institutes are slumming it out when they could have easily settled into a corporate job. Puneet came to Bengaluru from Delhi 3 months ago. A graduate from BITS Pilani, he is working in a startup here.
If you look at my past, I worked in pretty various branches of work, but finally I want to do something which is, where you have an influence, where you're changing or disrupting something in the environment. And I actually feel the knowledge generation, the actual thing that is going on in India will be changed by startups and not by the multinationals.
In the recent global startup ecosystem ranking, Bengaluru is ranked at number 15. With a new startup mushrooming almost on a daily basis from similar to PHK's, Bengaluru is proving to be the world's second fastest growing startup ecosystem. And Koramangala specifically is the crucible for this startup explosion. Some action is now spilling over to newer neighborhoods like Indira Nagar and HSR layout. Gunjan of Roomies is kickstarting his startup journey from HSR layout.
Koramangala is traditionally the hub of where all the startups have been so far, but we have started feeling that the area is too congested and there are a lot of people. This HSR is close to Koramangala, it's not that far, around 4 kilometers, very easy to travel and reach Koramangala. So the last 3 quarters, HSR is the most expensive part of town as far as property rental prices are concerned, followed by Whitefield and then Koramangala and then Indira Nagar. It is difficult to find a property like this in Koramangala. Yeah, and prices for something like this may be expensive, but when I say that HSR is a more expensive place, what I try to mean is on an average.
10 years ago, Koramangala was a mosquito-infested swamp where people were apprehensive to invest in land. Of course, the brave hearts who did make this neighborhood their home are now sitting pretty on crores worth of property. Anu Sharma, who heads HR practice, has been living in Koramangala for more than 10 years now, and from what she says, when it comes to business, it is all about location, location, location.
I can tell you for startups, employing a person if you're based in Koramangala, I think it's significantly easier. So if I were to tell somebody that they have to go to Electronic City or Whitefield as against coming to Koramangala, your chances of hiring go up dramatically. Historically, the big IT guys also started up in Koramangala. Microland, there was a bus stop here which was called Microland because Microland office was at that corner. We recently had a startup from Bombay which moved to Bangalore and has moved in our building, and it's changed the flavor of the building a little bit. We're in the business of working with startups, so meet a lot of them. So we were meeting up with Sanjeev from Swiggy, and he was telling me about how they have done an experiment and done a launch of one of their services only in Koramangala. So it's also a test market.
Santosh Panda, co-founder of Explara, is a seasoned entrepreneur and has been one of the earlier settlers of Koramangala.
Pretty much started my career way back here in Bangalore in 97-98 when Koramangala was just the place next to Bangalore, in the old city of the Bangalore. I've seen Koramangala growing from just a place to come for eating North Indian foods to become now a hub for startups. When Avinash Raghav, who runs iSpirit, when he comes from Delhi to Bangalore, he keeps saying one-liner. He says, Santosh, if I call for a meetup, in a day I will get at least 45 people. If I just say, hey guys, let's meet here. Contrary to that, if I go to another city and try to plan, I might take 6 days. Initially, 2011, I came to Bangalore again after 3 years. And then I was feeling that I'm not getting the entire connections that I have and Bangalore had, right? So keep coming to the events, and you found out that such a beautiful thing that's evolving. And I could foresee that what happened to Bangalore in the 90s kind of IT services, it's going to be much more, 100 times more with this generation of startups. So I'm back to Bangalore, a bang.
Like the entrepreneur inhabitants of Koramangala, thousands of people migrate to Bengaluru every year. Kempegowda II, the grandson of the founder of Bengaluru, erected 4 towers or gopurams like the one you see behind me to mark the boundaries of the city. Little did he know that it would be difficult to contain this ever-welcoming city within its confines. With Dola and camera person Raja, this is Deepthi Nair for YSTV.
Thank you, Krishna, for joining us today. To begin with, take us through the process of the acquisition.
See, we are a company headquartered out of Bangalore, and majority of our customers were from North America.
Chumbak, which is present in Bengaluru, Mumbai and Delhi, is galloping ahead.